Today we're going to try to build a chicken brooder. So this build actually just came about. We didn't make any written plans. We kind of knew we wanted a decent size brooder, but what you see here is just me and my husband having scraps of wood, some wood that we just bought to help us build it and without even knowing a plan. But yeah, we are just actually building as we go, and so you'll see what we come up with. So as you saw, we built what is going to be the bottom of the chicken brooder, the floor, with plywood and 2x3s, and now I'm putting 4x4, which was actually scrap wood that we had laying around, for the legs. It worked out that they were all the same size, so we know that it's going to be leveled. Obviously, you can use a leveler to level it. Whatever we had around, we used. So right now we're nailing all the 4x4s to make it sturdy. And we also measured the middle part of the bottom of the chicken brooder to put another 2x3 in order for the chicken brooder just to be more sturdier. We just want to make sure that this lasts us for a while. Kinda?
43 1/8.
Okay. So here you see me nailing in that 2x3 that we used to give the brooder floor more support. And after we nail a little bit more, we go ahead and we start on the sidewalls. So for the sidewalls, we used 2x3s, measured half of the chicken brooder, and made a frame like shape in order for us to start building the sidewalls. So that's what you're seeing here, just us measuring as we go, cutting as we go, and making the walls of the chicken brooder. So me and my husband just tag team building the side walls of the chicken brooder, using the 2x3s, building the frames, and just nailing all together, doing 3 sides of the brooder. We left one side without frame because we're actually planning on opening that, making a door in order for us to clean the chicken brooder in the future. So that's why you see in the video, there's one side not done. For the side walls, we use more plywood, and here we're just figuring out how we're going to design it. Do we want the plywood in the inside or the outside, as you see my husband do, but we just decided to put the plywood in the inside. And after you see us making that decision, we go ahead and we screw it all in and finally do the door on the side, which my husband will go ahead and put a frame on and put hinges to make it open and close. And so that's what you're going to see in a moment. Here he's nailing in the frame of that side door that we're creating. He put hinges. He's just nailing as much frames to make it a little bit more sturdy and nailing in every corner he can get.
Oh.
So did we just build it with like no plan?
Yeah. Here you go.
After we finished the sides of the chicken brooder, we went ahead and started building the top of it. We didn't want any of the sides to have any openings because we just wanted to insulate the brooder as much as possible and hold down the heat. That's why we have plywood all around, and the top's going to be open. And so what we did was we used 2x3s, measured half of the brooder, and we made each side that size of the brooder. Like we just put 2x3s and built a little frame, as you see, and it's half of the brooder. So one half of the brooder is going to open, and then the other half of the brooder is going to open, so we can go into either side. So here you see my husband nailing in the frame of the pretty much opening of the brooder. And so we are just making sure that everything fits and opens, as you see. And so it really worked out how we built it and how it opens from each side. Now you see here my husband screwing in some hinges for the opening doors on top. We wanted to have both doors open from side to side, so right now we're just pretty much screwing that in to hold that in place, and so it can open and close smoothly. And here you're seeing him just add more wood. I don't really know what size of these wood pieces are, but we pretty much just trying to it's a little bit more polished, so he's screwing those in for the top, as you see. How's that gonna work?
You will see.
Are you cutting it? You cutting it off here?
No, I want it to be overlaps so I can keep the heat in.
Okay.
Screw these ones down.
Go try to open it.
It's just fine.
Now the top of the brooder really came along well, how my husband built it. So now we're adding some chicken wire for windows for the top, and also it's going to help us have the light shine on the chickens to keep them warm. And so we're using just a normal staple gun, which you can get anywhere, and we're just stapling along the sides of the windows. So it's pretty easy to do. You just have to stretch it out as much as you can, and we didn't double it up, we just put one layer of chicken wire on each side. So right now you're just seeing him kind of finishing up this side of the chicken brooder, which is opening, and stapling along the side and trying to get it as tight as possible. Now he's adding a little block in the middle, as you see, nailing that in, so when each door is open it has something to kind of lean on, and so you'll see here him demonstrating that, and so it really works well. Now he's building the other side the same way he built the first opening, and so it's the same concept, 2x3s, and then those other wood on top just to frame it out nicely, and then we went ahead and put more chicken wire on that side. It looks so good. I like how my husband put this block here in the middle, and the handles, we added these handles, and you can definitely, it's carrying them a little bit. Yeah, very good. I think all we have to add is probably a hole here so we can put the cords through it. So this is the final product for the big brooder that we just built. Now that the chicks are about 3 weeks old, we moved them from here where we had them in the house. I think the goal for us here in Freedom Grove Farms is to one day have a good amount of egg layers so we can sell eggs. I don't know about meat yet. I mean, for sure we're going to eat meat for ourselves, but I'm not sure about selling them yet. Got to look at the logistics on that, but for sure egg layers, or maybe even selling some chickens. We got these just from the store, but from now on we're going to be buying chickens online. So we have this board here that helps us clip the light, and we have some heat hovers there. And they've been doing well. They like it. It's so much bigger. I would say this chicken brooder has been a great success for the farm.